There are other agents who have listings, but it is also important for the newer agents that come into the market also to grab listings, because that's the only way they'll be able to get their foot in the door to start having business come their way. Brokers reach out to me every single day. I get about 5 to 6 messages every day of new brokers moving into this industry, looking at the way it's booming right now and doing so well, and looking at it, it's probably going to do well for the next couple of years. So a lot of people are leaving their well-established jobs, trying to move into real estate full-time, and some of them part-time, even though I advise against working part-time in real estate. So the company that they're working with, their employers, may be generating leads through social media campaigning, but the most important way for any agent in this market to generate clientele is by using the portals, which is your Property Finder or Bayou. Now the trouble that they face is actually convincing the landlord in order to give them the documentation that they require to place the listing online. Back in the day, it used to be a little more easier because 100 brokers could call the clients and probably all 100 of them would have the same listing. Today's day and age is not the case. Today, a maximum of 3 brokers are allowed to have one listing only. Does that stop the agents from calling the landlords? Of course not. But they still make it a point to give them a call regardless. If the landlord hasn't chosen his broker, maybe they might have a better chance at being a part of it, part of the 3. The Dubai Land Department and RERA took a great step in making sure that no single property is listed more than 3 times, which shows the actual availability of product in the market, which is a great step. Listings are used to grab the attention of the potential buyer or the tenant in order for that buyer or tenant to become a lead, which then converts into a transaction. So agents in the market need to have enough listings in order to grab the attention of the potential client to then, have your viewing and do the conversion, which will be a final transaction for the broker. Yes, there are other agents who have listings, but it is also important for the newer agents that come into the market also to grab listings, because that's the only way they'll be able to get their foot in the door to start having business come their way. Another very valid important point is that it is a learning experience as well. Once you start having conversations with the prospect, who is the client, or the landlord who's going to give out the listing, this way, out of practice, they also understand how you speak with the clients, how you manage them, cater to their requirements based on their specifics, and only after a period of time of having these multiple calls is when you become a seasoned player to be able to get the listing without any trouble. Whenever these brokers reach out to me, I give them a few tips and pointers. I ask them to become specific area specialists or building specialists. When they do that, it gives them a better grasp on the particular building or the area. They are well acquainted with all the securities and the watchmans in the surrounding area. This gives them an upper hand. They also need to, I always recommend them to take care of the security guards and build a relation with them, which also means supporting them financially if ever required, regardless of having done business or not, because sometimes you have to invest first in order to get something back. These guys control a lot of the data. So when I used to run around doing the same thing in those buildings and getting listings and getting to know landlords and so on and so forth, including the security guards, I used to do that. I used to maybe on a Friday take a biryani and give it to, say, 20 security guards there. Maybe 4 of them would become my friends, or at least be like, come have a seat with us, enjoy the lunch with us. Many a times I'd visit buildings to do a viewing or to do a rental or to do a sale. I'd carry 2 bottles of Coke and I'd just give one of them to the security guards there. This was just me building my rapport with them. They would actually think that, hey, this guy's here, he gave me something. So this way I was building my relation with them. They'd get to see me every single day. I'd be coming in for viewings regularly, and while I'm in there, I'll just give them a bottle of cola or give them a juice or a bottle of water. This would make them think that he's not asking anything back from me, he's just giving and giving and giving, and that I'm repeatedly coming into the building every single day or every second day or every third day. This is when they would start to soften up towards me. I'd slowly build their trust, they would start becoming close to me. They'd see that I'm an active player in the market. I am in this building every second day. If not to do a viewing, just to come in and say hello, offer him something on the side, and that is where I would build my connects. And that's when I started becoming building specialist. Like I would pick up one building, focus on that for a month, get the full tower in my hand, have every single landlord and tenant there know me. So if somebody wanted to relocate, they would reach out to me, regardless of me having the inventory or not. If any landlord wanted to sell his property, the watchman would first give my number. Simultaneously, the landlord already knew me as well because I was having my telephonic conversations with them. Landlords are going to give you resistance, or they're not going to be very welcoming of you from the very start because obviously they don't know you. Okay. So the plan is that when you have done your homework and you've kept everything ready in front of you, you know exactly what to say. You also need to be a bit assertive, a bit that, hey, I know my job. In the end, you just have to keep trying. There's a lot of ways to get in the good books of the prospect or the landlord or the clients. You just have to keep trying. You speak with 10 clients or 10 landlords, you probably get rejected by 9 of them. You speak to 50 clients or landlords, you'll probably get rejected by 30 or 40 of them. This just slowly shows your rate of improvement. So you just have to keep trying different ways. Not every way will materialize into business, but this is how real estate brokers do their prospecting.